So literally, I just watched the review. I'm like, okay, I have a different take on this. I know how to do this different. So I mean, it wasn't an issue at all.
Yeah, because for a while there's been one movie that I want the Cinema Snob to review for a long time. It's a movie called Sailor and the Seven Balls. Who here's heard of it?
Apparently quite a few, and they are not fans.
It's one of the worst things I've ever watched, and it's basically Goku from Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon from Sailor Moon, and what's his name? The whiny kid from Neon Genesis Evangelion. Thank you, whiny guy. Yeah. Basically they meet up at Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Max's wedding, and then they try and guess. Honest.
Is it drawn or is it live action?
Drawn. It is one of the worst things ever.
Is it one of those like they did it like just under the radars?
They did it under the radar. Or the company MMG's been doing it for years, and it's so bad that some people think it's a fan thing, like it's made by fans. But no, it's out.
Wasn't.
It's a real thing. They sold it as a profit. It was advertised in Wizard magazine. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you never know. He might come across. I don't know how much anime he watches. His wife watches more anime.
Yeah, I've seen.
But maybe.
I've seen some anime references, like in the Riki-Oh review, and in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, whatever it's called, video, where Linkar says, what is this, a Power Rangers porn? And Cinema Sub shows up and it's like, no, but I did find one of the Japanese version. and also he holds up a DVD. Ooh, Death Note porn. And
I gotta take other questions here.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, oh no, that's fine. Definitely, I'll advise it to him because I'm sure it could be right up his alley. I said I don't know how much of an anime fan he is, but I know his wife definitely is. So if he misses anything, she can fill him in. So it should be good. Let's do Rainbow Bright. God.
So this is kind of like a back-to-back, like two questions. The first one is like, how did you come about with going with the Angry Video Game Nerd on the movie that you wanted to do? And it turned out he already did a review for that.
Oh, what, the Wizard?
Yeah, the Wizard.
Oh, well, that was, we started doing the, by that point we already agreed we were going to do this back and forth, sort of talking to each other and stuff like that. And literally, my next review was the Wizard, and he just happened that very night, again, just like The Room, he just happened to review it right after that. And I'm like, well, of course I have to address this. So, I said, that gave you only 24 hours to put this review together, to write it, blah, blah, blah. Of course, he didn't do that, but everyone was like, are you really stupid? Do you think he did that? I thought he did that. So, yeah, that wasn't planned. It was just, again, good timing. Timing! So it worked out really well.
And how many times did you have to react that 45-second log insult?
Well, some of you might. Is that how long it was? I know we did.
That's 45 seconds
okay.
long.
And well, I did cheat a little bit, and some of you may have noticed. As I'm doing it, I don't cut in it. What I do is that, because I had it written down, and it did take a few times, but finally, whenever you do a take, you always want to be sure you have another one. So when I finally got it right, I knew I still have to do another one. Okay, so you got to do it at least one more time. It took about 5-6 times, but what I would do is I would say it, because you may notice I'm not taking any breaths in there, and that's why, I say, perverted, spotless, mindless, dickless, and I just hold the pose, and for me, because I'm going to speed it up in the middle, and I go, perverted asshole fucker, and whatever. So if you look really closely, you can see little snippets that suddenly, like, my eyes might move just a little bit off or something like that. So there are edits in there, but
it had to be retaken.
Yeah. So there are edits in there, but it's not. It was done in one go. I needed time to take a breath, and that's because if those breaths are in there, it's not as funny. Actually, that would have been funny. I was like, you dumbass little son of a asshole! I should have fucking done that. You know what? It turns out good.
You
so
still
I
have
can't complain. Is there any other questions around here at all? Yes.
What was your least favorite movie to review?
Least favorite movie to review is also my least favorite movie of all time.
Garbage
Garbage Pail Kids.
Of course.
Really
I-
freaking hate that movie.
I watched the commentary for that. I knew that.
No, I always describe it as the perfect definition of an ugly film. It is ugly in every respect. It is, the kids are ugly, the plot is ugly, the characters are ugly, the writing is like, everything about it is just ugly and unpleasant. And the fact that it was for kids makes it even more despicable.
Rest in peace.
Really hate that.
Rest in peace, Anthony Newley. You used to open for Led Zeppelin, and now Garbage Pail Kids.
Man. What can you do? So that's definitely my least favorite movie, and just probably the hardest to watch.
Oh.
It was really unpleasant. Anyone over here got a question? I think. Oh, good.
I'm a Milwaukee real random question. You're saying that your Marvel vs. Capcom team, did you like play the new one, and do you have like new favorite characters?
Oh, Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Yeah.
Do I have any? I played Marvel vs. Capcom 2 a lot. I really like that game.
Woo!
And 3 came out, and I haven't had the time to really play much of it. But I do have my characters. I call them the Claws actually, because it's Wolverine, it's the cat lady. What's her name?
Felicia.
Felicia, and X-20.
X-23.
I
Conspiracy.
love this. I'm just all over. Like when I do Marvel vs. Capcom 2, it's like I'm always the 2 Wolverines because I just love it. I love just nailing the crap out of someone. I don't know.
I go.
Well, werewolves too. It's like anything where you can just turn into like this big bombastic animal and just like rip them apart. It's like, I don't know. It's like that's how I get my rage out.
Too bad Twilight made it uncool.
Yeah. Okay. You guys want to see a funny video? This Monday I have a bum review and my real review of the new Twilight.
Oh.
It might be one of the few times where the actual review is funnier than the bum review, because I love the Twilight movies for how enjoyably bad they are. I love these movies. This piece of shit pissed me off. I got really angry at this movie. I haven't been so angry with a film in a while. So I get really, and I do a Noah Antweiler style rant on it pretty much. I mean, I'm just like, what? I just like go over the time. You'll love it.
Actually, once I was forced to watch Twilight, and at the end I said, Uwe Boll's Blood Rain was better than this. Uwe Boll was better than Twilight, people. Think about that.
So, no, they're very bad. But like I said, they were enjoyably bad. This one, I really felt dirty watching it. So, which of course will probably encourage more people to go see it.
Oh.
I got really pissed off.
The greatest
It was the first time I actually got pissed off at a Twilight movie. So, check that out. You'll have a lot of fun.
139 million this weekend.
What's that?
139 million this weekend.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. Bong.
Don't worry, it'll probably.
Yeah, no, but now here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing about that is that everyone's sort of like we know the people that go see it's the tweenage and the teenage girls and stuff like that, and it's totally marketed towards them, and I get it and stuff. I don't always get the people who see it and say this is the worst piece of crap. You see the second one? Yeah. I see it because I have to. Okay, it's like why? No, I take it back. Even if I didn't have to, I would probably still go see them because, like I said, I do like them. They're really funny. This is the one where if I saw it, I would say, okay, I'm done with these movies. I give up. I don't want to see that part two. If it's anywhere as unpleasant as this one, I'm not going to check it out. So, so check that out. Do another question. Yes, Orange Jacket.
Are you ever planning to review that third animated Titanic movie?
Oh, well, it's not a Titanic movie.
Tentacolino.
Tentacle, whatever.
Yeah,
it sounds like
Tentacolino.
On YouTube, you have to review it. It makes the first two look like masterpieces.
No. Yo, look at my teeth.
That was a rapping dog and magic teeth.
There's a rapping shark in this third movie. There's a rapping shark in the third movie.
Not as bad as a rapping dog. Does it have the Hindenburg or something in it? That's what makes those movies really, horrible, is the fact that they're taking a real life tragedy and they're just singing and dancing on the corpses of the people who died. So I mean, that's what makes those movies so bad. If you took out the Titanic, they'd just be bad movies. But the fact that it's historical and it's talking about something that was a real tragedy, that's what makes it so enjoyably bad. So unless there's some sort of historical thing in there,
It's just stupid bad.
Oh, I'm sure it's bad. I don't think it's good. But probably not, because like I said, I just don't think I could get as angry at it. It always seems like only do another one if you can get even more frustrated. There's nothing historical in it, or like